Hi, I'm Tabrez Syed. I'm Director of Products at Spiceworks. So Spiceworks is a free network management software used by over 1 million IT professionals the world over in small and medium businesses. So these IT professionals use Spiceworks day in, day out, 8-10 hours a day to manage all the hardware, software, services on their network. But they also use it as a workflow tool to make sure any task that is related to the IT department gets taken care of. One of the things we've been doing is that we've been noticing this trend as more and more of these services move to the cloud. IT managers are still responsible for those services, albeit in a different way. So the boss comes in and says the email doesn't work, and where before you had to go see if the email server was working, now you have to work with the email provider to make sure things are working great. And so what we've started to do is integrate some of these cloud services directly into Spiceworks. So while you're not managing things like hardware stuff on those boxes, you're now managing account kind of stuff. And so what we did today was we had a panel where we were on with Rackspace, where we talked about how we did an integration with Rackspace to manage an email hosting service that's cloud-based into the Spiceworks application. And we got to share some of the lessons we learned from that. Definitely met a lot of interesting vendors. Definitely cloud is the cloud adoption is growing up, and also a lot more players in the space. And so just working or talking to a lot of these vendors, kind of get the ideas that they're adopting. It's good for us to see, because SMB is an interesting space as opposed to enterprise. We see what's happening there, and we're able to kind of talk to these vendors about the lessons we're learning about what our users are talking about. For example, our users are less about moving to cloud from a perspective of offloading CPU cycles and things like that, but more from services perspective. So while they might not care about a specific byte being stored in the sky, they're more interested in the data being backed up in the sky. So it's a slightly different perspective, and so we're able to kind of bridge that gap here. I think that the move towards things like email hosting, and now what Google Apps is doing with moving like the whole set of Office suite plus email and plus collaboration to the sky, that's becoming very compelling to the IT organization, because you have fewer licenses to buy, fewer servers to manage, and it takes over something that's a pretty big chunk of the work that you would normally do in-house. So those kinds of things are definitely seeing adoption in the SMB world uniquely than compared to like the enterprise world.